I am honestly convinced that someone pays pro-choice Democrats in office to tweet the most dumbest things out on Twitter so that people like me and other pro-life advocates who know what they're talking about and do this as their advocacy, as their mission and their ministry, I'm convinced someone is paying them. Or someone is paying the Women's March, Jen Psaki, Joe Biden, to tweet out stupid things that is easily debunked just so people like me can make YouTube videos out of it and laugh and debunk them and continue to show how stupid the pro-choice movement is because their statements literally debunk themselves.
The abortion position, the position of now your organization, is abortion up until the moment of birth for any reason. It's an extraordinary position, and that's built on this idea of dehumanizing the child in the womb, which is what the abortion position has done. It's saying they're not a human, if they're conceived in violence, if they have a disability, if they're really sick, kill them. That's the abortion position. And the pro-life position is saying treat them like a human being.
Let me correct
treat
your
them with
position
dignity.
now. Our position is to keep abortion legal.
Through all 9 months of pregnancy, is that correct?
Our position is to keep abortion legal.
Jen Psaki. Everyone's seen her on the news. Everyone's laughed at her because she's made stupid comments. Recently tweeted that no one supports abortion up until birth. No one. Bold statement. Just like that Women's March tweeted, we're not just pro-choice, we're unapologetically pro-abortion. And how did the pro-life movement react? I came out with a book named Unapologetically Pro-Life. So that's what I'm saying, like, someone with common sense will not just come out and say something so obviously, blatantly false that the other side can take what they said and show it and be like, this is not true. You guys have people that are for abortion up until birth. 9 months of pregnancy, the mother all of a sudden decides, she doesn't want to be pregnant anymore. She doesn't want to carry through with the rest of the pregnancy, even though she's 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 weeks pregnant. She can just say, oh, I don't want the child anymore, Or the baby's almost like being delivered and they say, I don't want the baby anymore. And they can kill the baby because it's still not fully born yet. There's laws like this. I literally talked with a pro-choicer yesterday saying, wait until birth before it's a person. Wait until birth before it's a person. It deserves to be protected once it's born. Okay, so that means 8-9 months of pregnancy, you can abort the child? Yeah. Of course, her argument was later consciousness, and then when I proved that consciousness actually starts around 24 weeks gestation, she changed her mind. But that's what I mean when she says, in her original argumentation, the baby didn't have consciousness anywhere in the pregnancy, therefore it's okay to have an abortion. She said she was for abortion until birth, until the baby is born. Literally debunking Jen Psaki. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because the pro-choice movement doesn't have any foundation. The pro-choice movement is all subjective and subjective. Each pro-choicer has their own requirements for life because the majority of them don't accept the basic scientific fact that life begins at conception. Therefore, life can begin whenever I want. Life can begin on my standards. Who cares about the science? But when they come and talk to a pro-lifer, oh, what's the science behind that? They reject science in the first place. Because if you didn't reject science, you would be agreeing with the pro-lifer saying, yeah, life begins at conception and then we can go on from there. But because they don't have a solid foundation to stand on, they don't have the truth, they have to contradict each other. Jen Psaki saying, no one is crazy enough, no one supports abortion up until birth. And then you have people saying, yeah, you can, kill the baby before it's fully out, fully birthed. You have states saying that. Massachusetts, for example, was literally allowing infanticide. It's a contradictory statement. You cannot be 100% a unity in the pro-abortion movement and the pro-choice movement. And I think the lack of unity that they have as a whole affects it. And it looks like stupidity because everyone, I'm going to use funny terminology here, right? Everyone's their own pope in the pro-choice movement. Literally everybody's their own pope. It's because of how I feel, what I want to do with my body. Nothing is based on facts because it's a lie. And the lie is easily being crumbled. Jen Psaki, I have talked with people who are okay with abortion up until birth. You personally might not have been pro-choice up until birth. Maybe you have your own standard, your own requirements for when abortion should be allowed. But guaranteed you, it's going to contradict what another pro-abortion person says. And what's the craziest thing of all, that is absolutely fine with a pro-abort person. The fact that their side doesn't have solid evidence is completely fine. It's not fine with me because I don't make up things. If I say something, I don't make things up. But the pro-choicer, yeah, they can make things up, and just because they're pro-choice, nobody's going to question them about it. But as soon as a pro-lifer says something, you need to prove it. You as a pro-lifer need to prove it to me. Why does your standards and your morality have to be implied to me? Okay, I can ask you the same thing. Why does your subjective thinking, your requirements have to be implied on me? At least my requirements, my opinion, is backed up by the facts. You don't have anything. So would you rather follow an opinion that has facts and the facts are on its side, or follow an opinion that is all over the place and chaotic? Because that's the perfect description of the pro-abortion movement. Disorganized, chaotic, and disunity. Me personally, I would much rather be on the side that has the unity and the facts. But the best thing I can say is to each his own. And I just hope and I pray that pro-choicers wake up and realize that murdering unborn babies in the womb is not okay. That abortion is murder. And they repent and start doing pro-life work and join us, because the pro-life movement is growing. Because the pro-life movement is correct. And the pro-life movement cares for everyone, mother and child. And it's from womb to tomb. Innocent life from womb to tomb. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you guys ever had an interaction with a pro-choice person saying, yeah, I'm, pro-choice all the way up until birth, please comment your stories down below. I love to read them. And remember that Jesus is Lord and abortion is murder. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out.